Hey everyone, happy Friday and welcome to another edition of Friday Reads. For this week, I read The Devil's Weakness by Wallace, which features Bryan on the cover. This is part one of a duet, and this book, spoiler alert, does end in a cliffhanger. So if you don't want to be left hanging, make sure you get book two as well, which is also available. I am going to switch it up and do something a little bit differently. I'm not going to read the blurb, but I'm going to read the notes that I have for this story, and then I will have the blurb in the description of this post as well. This is also the first book I've read of Murphy's that has released, of a bunch that we have coming out. So it was really exciting. She said it was going to be dark, so to be ready for it, and I sure was ready. So this book takes place in Whispering Valley, Maryland, and Sasha pretty much says nothing ever exciting happens here. She is pretty much completely on her own. She lives with her brother Michael. Unfortunately, he is working through a lot of his own demons. He is an addict. She's trying her best to get him through and get better, but it's a trying journey and it's not going well, to be honest. She's pretty much acting as caregiver and caretaker because she is the sole income bringer, provider. And the book starts with her getting into some trouble. She gets in an accident, a potential hit and run situation where she gets in an accident with someone from the Devil's Skull MC group, and she calls the police and the paramedics after the accident, and then she leaves because she's scared if they find out it was her, she's going to get murdered. So the beginning portion of the book, they do find out it's her, and Blade comes and takes her, and she's kind of held captive for a while until they figure out the situation with the accident and how that's going to be rectified. So Blade and Sasha don't have the best beginnings of any kind. And she asks why his name is Blade, he says, "They call me Blade because that's my weapon of choice. I prefer to slice my victims open because I enjoy watching the blood seep through their torn skin." The Devil Skull's MC has a reputation in the town, so she is scared to get involved with them, but she can't pull herself away from Blade no matter how she doesn't want to be involved with him, and it's kind of very much the same. He wasn't looking for someone, but he can't take himself away from her. And he says, "Nothing has ever made me want to break my oath until her." So they are both very drawn to each other in that they can't resist one another, but they kind of think and know that they're not the best for each other also. One topic of a discussion I thought was very interesting is when they're trying to figure out what her road name would be. So I thought that was funny. There are a lot of cute, funny moments between the two. It is definitely a lot of dark and heavy moments as well, especially within her family dynamic. And I will end with this thought. While Blade may be Sasha's kryptonite, can he also be her Superman? So, having said that, have you read The Devil's Weakness by Wallace, and what did you think about it? Make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for upcoming Friday reads. Have a great weekend, everyone.